Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Near Disney. It's the Friday show where we've got a really good video that we recorded for you today, highlighting the Lake Nona area of Central Florida and all the awesome things that you can do there. So please appreciate you tuning in. We're just going to cue our theme song real quick. All right. Well, appreciate you if you're catching us live. That's for sure. Friday afternoon, of course, where we have our multiple streams per week, the Monday show, the Wednesday show. Normally, Kim Hawk, the fairy godmother of real estate, host for Friday. She is out taking care of some business. So you've got me, Elijah Lewis with Florida in Motion Realty. They call me the Prince of Real Estate here on Near Disney. So, yeah, like I said, well, so we had done plenty of showcases of Lake Nona as well as some of the housing and neighborhoods there. And we have had the opportunity, some time has passed, and we wanted to always make sure that the information that we provide to you is up to date and that you have the latest and greatest. So actually, we went back out in there and gave you some new content about Lake Nona, a beautiful community near Disney in Central Florida. It's fairly fresh still. So without further ado, we'll roll into it. Maybe I'll go over some stuff at the end. Excited about this one. So please enjoy.
Are you ready to move to Lake Nona? Hey, sorry about that. We had to milk that for all that it was worth. Hey everybody, this is Kim Hawk and I'm the fairy godmother of real estate, and we are getting ready to show you Lake Nona. Lake Nona 25 years ago was like a cow field. Nothing really was going on here. Maybe Lake Nona Country Club was here with the golf course that was designed by Tom Fazio, but they said it was going to be booming back then, and it really hasn't. But guess what? Right now, it is on fire. You got to be here in Lake Nona because it is happening, and you got to make sure that you stay tuned and see everything that we're going to talk about. This place is alive. Lake Nona is dynamic, and they have got a DJ here. They've got great people that are selling their merchandise. Did you happen to know that there's 12,000 people that live in Lake Nona? 90% of the residents here are college graduates. So, I'm feeling a little bit smarter just by myself. We are here at Boxy Park and it is happening. So if you want to come out and dance and listen to some good music and feel the joy, this is the place to go. You're not going to believe this, but I'm actually leaving this autonomous vehicle. Nobody has to drive this vehicle through Lake Nona, Florida. It's amazing. So as we're able to travel from Laureate Park down to this boxy area, can you imagine being able to get onto a vehicle? This is a wave of the future. And that's what's happening near Disney in Lake Nona. So even if you look at some of the artwork that's around here, the garages have the binary effect on the outside, so it looks like it's got artwork. There's artwork everywhere. We're going to show you a beautiful tree that had died. They painted it pink, and so it's just showing that you can really see beauty in all things. The U.S. Tennis Association has their headquarters here, and there's even something here about human performance by Johnson & Johnson that talks about 16 seconds in order to reset your mind. And that's the amount of time when you finish play a game of tennis, and in between those points, you bounce that ball about 16 seconds. You're going to reset that mind so that you're going to be successful and you're going to win that Grand Slam. Then it's all about preventative medicine here. It's called Medical City. Everything from UCF Medical School to the University of Florida. We've got so much to show you, but Lake Nona is happening. One of the first hospitals that they opened was Nemours, and you'll see that right behind my shoulder. And one of the most beautiful things that I think I've seen is when you're driving past it, you'll see there's different colors at night for the rooms, and what they're doing is they're asking the children what color they would like to represent them. It's purple and green and blue and yellow, and they're having great success in helping our children of Central Florida. As we know, October is the month for National Breast Cancer Awareness. And as my team was here in the town center of Lake Nona, we drove past this incredible tree. So it's painted pink, so we decided we needed to investigate to see what was going on. There's a woman by the name of Samantha Walls, and she's a local artist. She's also from Venezuela. She decided that instead of a dead tree being just torn down, why not try to revitalize it, bring it back to life, add some color, some pop to it, and thus, that's how we have this pink tree in Lake Nona. So we're here in Lake Nona and we're walking the trails, and there are treasures everywhere. Look what we're finding just around the corner with no other buildings around it. This is a pink pineapple. And as all of you real estate people know, pineapples mean welcome. So this town, Lake Nona, is saying, welcome to our town with a pink pineapple. Is anybody out there sitting on their couch? Well, you got to see what's going on here. So these nice young people are right here in Lake Nona, the Lake Nona Performance Center, and they are working out, and it's beautiful weather, great music, and I think those things are called medicine balls, so they're a little heavy, and they're actually smiling while they work out. So not only can you exercise in this wonderful place, there's swimmers that we can see, but there's also Deepak Chopra is a part of this wonderful facility because they're encouraging people to meditate and to live your highest and best life. And so we'll make sure we come back and do a more in-depth interview with the people that are involved with the Lake Nona Performance Center. So we are finishing up here in Lake Nona, but believe me, we're going to be back here several times. They've got lots of land that they're continuing to build on, and they are inspiring us, and they're doing all this high, cool technology stuff. But anyway, we're going to come back and report on it. So please make sure you subscribe, like, do what you got to do. But anyway, please make sure you stay on because we've got another video that's going to tell you some more cool stuff about other areas surrounding Cinderella's castle.
Awesome. Well, I think Kim did a great job of just sharing the energy and the vibrance of what's exciting about the Lake Nona community in Central Florida and how it's come a long way from when it was just grassy farmland with all those cows that she was having fun talking about. Yeah, what I love about this community of Lake Nona, as you could just see from various splices of the video there, such an artisanal identity, just so much artistry and fun with the decor and the lifestyle there. I mean, everyone has the ability to just express themselves beautifully, even when they did like the children's hospital stuff. And it's just so modern and sophisticated looking. This just really does seem like a city of the present and the future. A lot of planning went into that. People talk about Florida sometimes joking like, oh, it's this big retirement community where, it's just for exclusively for just the older seniors to enjoy and relax. But as you could see there, that was a vibrant place where hip happening and a strong youthful presence was there. That boxy park where the energetic shows were going on, and just all about the athleticism, whether it was from the tennis or the other amenities that were around there. So that is just awesome to see. And what I brought up here is the website. If you actually want to know, they have a pretty great website of lakenona.com, real simple there, where you can go in and get a splice of what the town is about even further in depth, and what opportunities for business and take a look at some of the neighborhoods that are available, because if you research here, we'd be happy to do even more research for you about what the housing market looks like in this area. Like those beep buses, those little kind of mini buses that were self-driving. Those I've actually seen when we had listings in Lake Nona not long ago. They just kind of would come through the neighborhoods, and they could just take you right to downtown, which wasn't that far. So if you're worried about like, oh, I'd hate to worry about parking, or it's just not quite walking distance enough, those beat buses are great for it to just still be like a seamless part of your day when you're living around there. So you still got the privacy of being tucked away, but you've got the ability to just be chauffeured not very far. So on the Lake Nona page, you just go to the things to do tab, click the events, and they talk about things like farmers market and wine events, their own Oktoberfest, yoga stuff that they do on the lawn, Veterans Day parade. So quite a lot of activity that happens with them. And of course, you just saw how beautiful that their town center was. Has that boxy park area where you can do the see the live shows and get some of those like food stands and food and drinks at boxies, because they've like in this real contemporary unusual thing, they've made food trucks out of like freight crates from like cargo ships. So it's just one way that just keeps things fresh. And yeah, when I was there, I got to make sure that I didn't miss a selfie by that parking garage that's covered in those like binary code numbers that spell out messages. I got me in what I call the disco dog, and he's just I just love these touches that just make the town have its own identity, its own whimsical energy. So hey, works for me as a hip happening young dude, but seems to be perfect for all lifestyles, especially with like the medical city. If you have more medical needs, all those hospitals, all those amenities there are for you to be taken care of in real close proximity. So I'm just going to keep my eye on the chat here. Sometimes you guys chime in, even on a Friday. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. But I think that was the meat of what we wanted to bring you. And of course, as Kim mentioned in the end of the video there, we're going to continue to bring you more video updates like that. That's what the Friday show is about, just having our film crew go out there and take a video tour like that to showcase multiple neighborhoods throughout Central Florida. If you missed it and you're just tuning in, please, you can just go back and rewind. We had a really cool video on Lake Nona for you. So if you want to continue to find more, hit the like button. Please subscribe. We're on the path to 10,000 subscribers, and that would be great for you to join us so we can continue to push this content to a wider space. It's always amazing to me when people from up north or the West Coast or even across the ocean say that they've watched this content and they try to make an appointment with us. That's why my number is here. I work with Kim Hawk, the fairy godmother of real estate. As you saw, we have a great working relationship and have been doing a lot of great business, and you guys have continued to call us and keeping us busy and keeping our work fulfilling. So that's my phone number. Feel free to call me about Lake Nona or Celebration, Florida, or Reunion, or really anywhere within a 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle. And with that, enjoy your weekend, friends. We'll be back on Monday night. So please take care.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.